Hi guys, today is the second day of my vlog traveling through Recife, Pernambuco. If you have any doubt why I am speaking in English in these vlogs, just watch the first video and I'll explain it to you. I'm also explaining how can you read actually the subtitles in Portuguese. Just watch the first video, the explanation is there. Hope you enjoy the second day of this vlog. I don't know if you guys can see, it's raining a little bit, but there are people at the beach right now behind the streets yelling at people who are in the water to get out of the water. And I think they saw a shark. I am at Boa Viagem beach in Recife, where it's well known for shark attacks. That's why yesterday I was wondering why in that beautiful afternoon there was nobody in the water. I don't think it's a safe place to get deep in the water, or at least the feet can be wet, but not the rest of your body. And they still, that group of people, I don't know if, let me give a zoom here. Okay, they are the ones yelling at people who are in the water something. We couldn't hear that clear, but they're telling them to leave, because, you know, quite sure they saw a shark fin or something like that. Woohoo! A little bit of adventure in Recife. We started our second day in Recife, and we are going to a little tour, a bus tour. We're going to see a little bit of the city, and then we're going to a historical city called Olinda. And right now we are by the beach. I don't know if you guys can see that much. You know, the bus I think is turning again. So keep watching. It's going to be a great video. Just get here what they call the downtown or the center. It's a pretty nice area by the harbor, and of course everybody's trying to take a picture of the name of the city. I really don't get that, but it's kind of funny, and it's very nice. Reminds me of some harbors in Miami area, but it's quite cool. The guide said something about Netherlands that I didn't get quite well, but it's pretty nice. You know, let's keep walking. Not a lot of people, and kind of very funny. Everybody trying to take photos of that name. I'd like to. Maybe I should wait when people leave. It's not a mystery anymore where I am. I just told the guys I am in Recife. I love his name, you know, and it's pretty cool. Well, I really don't know who this guy is, but I like the statue, I like the way it's displayed. And let's try to get a glimpse of what he's saying. Not in English, but Nana Vasconcelos. Nana. So I hope you guys can freeze the video and just read it. Oh, it's a poetry. That's cool. Pretty cool. You know, it's a bunch of drums, and I guess an Indian guy or whatever. And then the other side there's something that I really don't get. It looks like a torch or something like. It's pretty cool. I have to admit, I saw these buildings on the internet, and I was very excited to be here. It's very cool. You know, so I like it very much. Like I say, guys, there's something there that I can't tell what it is. I just know that it looks quite interesting. Oops. I have no idea what is that. I hope the Zoom can get what is written on. What does it say? What does it say? Francisco Fredholm something. My glass is foggy, so I can't read it. But it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I was telling you guys, it's Artesanato de Pernambuco, Recife unit. It's very nice. I wish I had more time to get in there. In here, right in front, there's another statue of Barão do Rio Branco. That's super cool, super interesting, super well done. If it wasn't for the palm tree, I would say we could be in London with a statue like this. I don't know if you guys can see it, those little umbrellas. It's a typical umbrellas they use to dance the Fredholm, a typical dance from here. Guys, look how interesting. Into this big circle I am here right now, you can see the names of the planets. You know, like now it's Saturn, and then we go to, I know I crossed in front of a lady, Uranus, Neptune, and go on. It's a completely circle showing the center of the universe. And here, guys, we really start the walking tour. I can tell that all these buildings here are kind of old. The tour guide is saying something, but we're kind of far from her. So it's especially interesting. Some are not in good shape, like this one here. Let me try to hear what she says. Oh, the first president Synagogue, check this in. The guy is saying that the Dutch presence here was very important, and I think we're going to see the first synagogue. Now that is very important to me. It's kind of very interesting. Some buildings are in good shape, some others not, but doesn't take the pleasure to be here. You know, it's very, very cool. Well, guys, for real purposes, this is very important for me to see this here. This is the first synagogue in Brazil. Now it became a museum. The top part, she said, the guide said, it's a synagogue. The bottom part is a museum. So it is very interesting and good to see this here. The only thing I thought it was missing was the mezuzah for some reasons. Maybe if they took for the because of the pandemic, whatever. But it's very interesting. I wish I could get in. Here they took us to what's called the Fredholm Museum. You have to pay 15 bucks to get in to see one museum or 25 to see both. We don't have that much interest, but I'm quite sure it's kind of interesting because you can see just big heads here and how they make these big toys that we see during Carnival here. We have to say, oh, a boy just fell. Sorry guys, one boy just fell here. It was raining. It is raining outside. So as you can see, we have to pay 25 bucks to see this stuff. We're not kind of interested, so we're just waiting for the rest of the trip. I don't know if you guys can see because I'm against the sun, but one of the things I like very much here is their state flag. It's very colorful and has the rainbow color. So since back then they had that. And that's the store I was talking about, you guys, that I hope we could go in, but I think it's just a normal store and probably the guy doesn't get her commission, so she's not taking us there. But I really like to go there. I hope you guys can see the flag better. It's a very pretty flag of the state of Pernambuco. Oh, people, getting closer, I can see it's not a store, it's a theater. Oh, it's very cool. You know, very nice entrance. I wonder what kind of plays they have in here. It's a shame today's Monday, so I'm sure it's closed. Though it seems to have a bar at the bottom, at the entrance, so I wonder if we could go. Teatro Mamulengo Marcinal. Pretty cool. And I love those statues wherever they are on top. They're so interesting, so interesting. Oops, I missed it. So cool.
Na madrugada a gente faz arrastar multidão, na verdade é que você não anda, você é levado por um mar de gente. Você alguém que já teve a oportunidade de ter carnaval em Recife, mesmo que seja pela TV, foi bem nesse local, gente. O Galo da Madrugada é o maior débito carnavalesco do mundo.
You know, guys, one of the things I like the most when I did this little tours is come to this old place in which they transform into a cultural center. I don't know if you guys can see right in the middle above me, it has a lot of umbrellas, which is typical from the Fredholm dance. Forgive my glasses, they're fogging, you know, and, oh, they're so ugly without it. And what is interesting, as I understood, this used to be a prison, and which they transform into a cultural center. One thing that's kind of interesting to notice is how narrow the steps are. You can imagine going all this way up to put someone in a jail. Look at this. And they really look super narrow, but they're still very sturdy. It's pretty interesting. But like I said, it transforms something bad into something happy. Lots of stores here and more people. Of course, that they got something kind of old and they put in an elevator. I think this is the fourth one I've seen. But what I really like here is the railings. They're super cool. I didn't go upstairs because I could tell it's basically more of the same, you know. And even the bathrooms, look at this table. The bathroom has a bar. I don't know if it's, well, it's kind of rusty, so I presume it's from back then. And it's still, all the houses has the same, all the stores, I'm sorry, has the same name or cell. I think I'm gonna do one zoom here. Look what I just said. Cell. Isn't that clever? And you guys can see that how thick this is. Made of stone and wood rubber. I wonder if it's those days. Oh, that's great. Here we have a map of the state. We are here. And Pernambuco is a pretty long state. I like to go to Parte here, guys, but it's kind of far, so we're not getting there. Keep walking. This place is funny because it's like a cross. It has a center and four wings going to each direction. And like I said, a lot of little stores selling basically the same for tourists. You know, and the cap. Oh, even the slang they use the most, Oxente. This is cool. This is really cool. So they use their slang for that. And that's my friend Howard. Are you enjoying? Are you enjoying?
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
Do you recommend?
I do.
No, that's good. Pretty good. Another interesting thing here, folks. This big hat, I heard is the typical hat of the cowboys, the caravan here. They transform it into a phone booth. Actually, I think phone booths were gone, but this is kind of very interesting. And one thing that you discovered today, that this star, that is typical of decoration of their hats, that you see a lot when you see Pernambuco hat at cowboys, it came from the Jewish culture. That's so interesting. And I really like it. You know, guys, this is a place that I really recommend to go. I don't think anybody will be able to jump this fence. Well, coming on the outside of this, guys, you can see it's really a prison. Look at his window bars. Ay. Howard, do you remember when it was built? 1700, wasn't it? Yeah, and it was built in 1700. You know, there's a nice garden here, people. You know, and they seem to like the stars and to circles. It doesn't have the name of the planets on this here, like the one I showed you guys before. But I wonder if this is a Dutch behavior, not behavior, you know, customs or architectural way of building. At least the cells had windows, so the criminals wouldn't feel that uncomfortable. It needs a little bit of painting, but even adds character to the building. I wonder if you guys can see there's a balcony or something there, and we are right at the center of the first wing. Let's go this way.
Look how high it goes. I wonder if they had glass in the past or they just let the air and rain come in. But what is kind of really interesting, you know, I wish the guide would tell us, what is this about? You know, what is this balcony thing here about? And this art thing too, it's kind of very, very interesting. And they have both on each side. I doubt they do it in those days. I'm quite sure it's something new. I wonder if they'll think that the prisoners would need something nice to be in. Cool people, very cool.